Hi all, this is Amazon, Assistant Professor, SNS College of Technology. Today we are going to discuss about another video about engineering drawing. So in this previous video, we have discussed about basics of engineering drawing, right? Like projection of points, projection of lines, and also a projection of solids, and as well as the projection of section of solids. And in this regard, we have already discussed about an section, right? So from this section, how it has to be developed, that has to be discussed in this video. So normally the development of surfaces basically depends upon the object which is going to describe how the actual surfaces will look like. So the development will makes the outrage of cut surfaces will look like. So that's how we have to draw. So in this regard, I would like to share with an solid software for a clear understanding and how it has to be drawn. And the question area also given in that particular time. So you see that draw the development of lateral surface of pentagonal prism having a base of 30 mm side and 70 mm long is resting on its base on HP such that one of these rectangular faces parallel to VP. So normally when the rectangular face is parallel to VP, we have to make the lower part or upper part looking upwards or downwards. So which is very inclined 45-degree with reference to then line and passes through the midpoint of the cut section. So we have to draw a longer surfaces, right? The development surface cannot be included in a 5-minute video. We can able to draw with a lot of scopes. So like that I have to draw. So from this point, I like to draw a straight line. Okay. This is the straight line which is said to be in reference line. I am going to mark this as vertical plane and this one as horizontal plane. So from this point, I like to draw. They have mentioned that pentagonal prism, right? Base of 30 mm. So I like to draw a base of 30 mm. So it might be a parallel of 30 mm length. So from this, we have to draw, right? So for pentagonal prism, we have to draw exactly the what is the dimensions 108 difference. So total is 108, right? So then again 30 mm. So 108 will be angle will be what will be angle if you think total the differentiation is 108, right? So total angle is 180 degree. So the differentiation is 72. So the angle has been taken as 72. Similarly, I have to draw from here 30 mm. And then from here is 108, right? We have to draw 90. Then again we have to make it for 108 degree. So for this we have to draw either by two sides dimension wise, or we can able to draw a straight line. Similarly, the line from here is 30. So we can able to think can be matches like this. So otherwise we can able to do performance direction. Some members will worries about how it has to be drawn, right? So this is the straight surface we have to draw, and then again we have to draw. So the differentiation is one. This is total is 108 degree. So already is 90 degree is there, right? So 108 minus 90 is 18 degree. So we have to draw the line of 30 mm. 90. So totally we can able to draw 108 degree. So directly we can able to draw the 108 degree. So when you understand this, if you draw the straight line, it will match like this. Then again for the center point, we have to make this as r by ellipse by 3 point. So sorry, r by 3 point, right? From this point, the radius is 30 mm, and the swipe may be so from center point, this point to this 30 mm. So I am going to mark this arc. Similarly, r by 3 points from this point for 30 mm distance, I want to mark this as from joint till this. So now I am using the trim option to remove the excess surfaces, because I have to join the surfaces at particular point, right? So when I click that, it will show 30 mm. Similarly, in opposite direction, it will say 30 mm. So this is how the pentagon has to be drawn. So this pentagon also may be rotated, right? So I like to join this surface and bare minimum of nearby distance. So I am going to rotate this one like this. So now I am removing the excess surfaces because I have to make rotation, right? So excess surface has been removed. Now I copy this entire surface and move towards upwards. So when I move towards upwards, The trace line to be drawn with a minimum size of 0.23 mm. So I am going to draw the trace line from here. Similarly, trace lines from here. Similarly, trace lines from here. Similarly, the trace lines from here. Similarly, the trace lines from here. So this is how it is a pentagon prism, right? So there is no need of making a center surface. Now again, I am going to take this one as the length. What is the height has been given as 70 mm. So the height I am to go and draw is 70 mm. Similarly, I have to draw here. Similarly, I taken to this lower surface. Again, I have drawn. Similarly, the views we cannot able to see this view right up. So we have to take this to tilt view. Similarly, I have to draw this surface to this surface. Similarly, the line from this surface to this surface. So this line is nothing but an reference line, axis line, and this line should be mentioned in an dotted lines because it is normally an invisible line. This is how has to be drawn like that. So while naming this one, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, and similarly in bracket 1, in bracket 2, in bracket 3, in bracket 4, because these are not visibilities when we look from top angle, right? So 5. Similarly, when I am marking this as, this will be your A dash, this will be your E dash, this will be your D dash, this will be your B dash, and this will be your C dash. But in front view, the E dash cannot be seen, right? So I have to mark it as in the bracket. So I like to mention this as in bracket of it is E dash. Then in this bracket, it will be in the bracket of D dash. And in the below part, it will be 1 dash. Again, it will be a 2 dash. The visibility will be 3 dash. When we rotate backside, the 4 will cannot be seen. So you have to draw in 4, and in the bracket, it will be 4 dash. Similarly, in bracket, we have to draw, this is 5 dash. So this is the basic projection right now. So everybody is able to understand how the basic projection has to be done from an pentagonal prism right now. So in the next class, we are going to discuss about how it has to be developed and how the construction has to be drawn.